G'day gamers. Yes, there is no cam today. Unfortunately, my camera is broken. But we are going to dive back on in. I might just switch that to like that screen or something. Sorry, I'm just setting up some screens here. When last we left off, why does that have a problem? Is it not big enough? Is that the problem? Why it's not going to be supported? Oh well, that's alright. What if I... Sorry, I've done some changes to my stream setup today, and they're doing weird things. G'day, Sock. Sorry, there's no camera available today. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. Right, I might as well not even show that then. Okay, why is that there? Let's do that. There we go. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Trying to get things working with a slightly different just OBS setup more than anything, and then my camera died. So everybody ran off. Is there anything interesting in these bodies? Ooh, bardages. I'll take them. Which... Oh, this is the direction they're heading in. Okay, do we have to do anything special?
Do not waver.
Yeah, I know I'm doing that in battle. Oh, that was that little halfling bloke. More cultists. You're not going to be able to charge in, so let's get you over here in case anyone comes out through that door. Oh, there's someone else. There's more guys up there. Okay. And Descari cultists. Oh, of course, they use scythes. Very nice. Yep. Who's up next? Land. Great. What do we got? Anyone dangerous? Sharpshooter, sharpshooter. Cultist, sharpshooter, sharpshooter.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I don't think we're going to get a chance to... Yeah, that would be interesting. I didn't even look at how much those bardages were worth, actually. Well, they are worth 100, so that they're all masterwork, that's why, of course. Okay, my turn. I doubt I'm going to be... Oh, I can charge in. Well, then let's do that. Very good. I don't know why I didn't get... Did it reset my spell attack thingamabob? I think it did. Let's get you to there. Nice attack of opportunity there. Nothing much you can do. might just move you to there. You can do a bit of support, lay on hands on people if you need to. You're probably going to have to move to shoot at him. Oh no, you can shoot through walls. Beautiful. And doors. Multiple walls and doors and stuff. That's really nice. Okay. Chainmail is worth it. That scythe is worth it. I'm going to say that's all worth it. That leather armor isn't. Okay, well... Oops. There was more than just that. There we go. Oh, and I'm assuming we're going upstairs, because I don't think they went through that door. Let's quick save, and on we go. I'm assuming that's part of the wardstone. Hey, I know you, you're one of these... How's it going, pal? Want to join? You lot will all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I wish they would voice act all of this sort of stuff. Proceeds are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Okay, so who was that just went with them?
Yet another obstacle.
Is that anyone? Oh, it's just a recruit. Okay. And more bad guys over there. What does that say on the wall? Nothing that we can read. Okay, we're going to have problems. I'm going to have to pretty much assume that these guys can handle that group, at least initially, because there's no way I can help them when I've got this group here. Thankfully, there are no mages over here. Can you charge... Oh, no, 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 no. Boom, 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 boom. Now, their sharpshooters will still be able to shoot at us, but that means we might be able to help with this group, because I'm concerned about the two Cambions in the back and the Evoker. The rest of them are nothing much to worry about. Oh, he is going to try and move through all of that. I thought they took damage as well when they moved. It doesn't just slow them down. Maybe not. Well, I mean, they've redone a lot of the interfaces, Sock, in particular in the character creation, and I actually think it's in a bad way. I've got my video up on YouTube I released today talking about that. The problem I have is, what was I going to say? Yeah, no, I felt the same about Pathfinder Kingmaker. I felt that there should have been more attempt to voice act a lot of it. Like, it's really strange that there are parts that are voice acted, and then you had that bit like was on the screen just a minute ago where it's just two people talking and it's just text on the screen. I suppose if you're just playing the game solo, it's not such a big deal, but for someone in my situation who is streaming it and recording it and everything, do I read that out? Do I not? Games like Skyrim, where everything is voice acted, it's so much easier. You don't have to worry. You can just sit back and let them talk. But yeah, the voice acting isn't great in this either, I guess. What options do I have at the moment? I'm almost tempted to pick up a bow, to be honest. And take a couple of shots. Although I do have some of these. I do have magic missile, but magic missile's gonna take away from these. Let's just do a ray of frost. These guys coming through the thing. Let's at least make an attempt to injure them, even if it's only 1 point. It's better than nothing. Oh no, I should have been taking out the evoker over there. Is what I should have been doing. Damn it. Oh, and there's wizards back here as well. And dretches. Okay. Yeah, reading on an 8-hour stream isn't the easiest thing in the world, but, you know, I do it sometimes. Okay, what's going to be... I think the best option for Lan is this evoker. Damn it. He missed. And he couldn't even make the shot without moving. I was hoping he wasn't going to have to move, but anyway... Okay, they're not concentrating on my guys all that much. Yeah, no, I'm entangled as well. Damn it. I was hoping I could get close there without actually getting entangled. Or at the very least slowed. Large person. No, I'm not going to be able to hit any of them from here. I can only hit these guys, so... Good. She went and took out the wizard. That's good. That's what we needed. I think I'm just going to help my guys here. Very good. Very good. 2 hits. Good. Another one down. They're going down pretty quick. Beautiful. Let's dispel that. It's just slowing us down at the moment. At least it gave us a couple of rounds to get ready. Where'd the wizard go? Did they kill him already? We must have got him somehow. Because there is that blood-smeared body over there. Healing in combat. Yeah, look, I know about this. Don't show me the tutorials. Why is this... I turned all that stuff off yesterday. Drake. Drake. You can... potentially... attack some of these guys, but it's lost the fact that you're supposed to be using a spell. So, get in there. Beautiful. Nope, the wizard's still down there. Hiding beyond sight.
The wrong mongrel.
How about you? Can you take out that dretch for me, please? Beautiful. Good. I needed to get sight on this wizard. Knocked him off the edge. Who did that hit? The recruit. Okay. Lan, you're going to have to move to do it, but I want you to take on that wizard. And you killed him. Beautiful. One shot. Yeah, you do need some healing. How about you lay on hands on yourself? Didn't do a hell of a lot, but better than nothing. Just go to there. Actually, no. Go to there. Get their attention.
I'll cut you wide open.
Endure this.
The light, take you. The spirits demand your blood.
Excuse me. Yeah, thanks for that sock. Yeah, you're right. I'm not interested in doing a lich path. But it's interesting to know. Just take it all. What do we got up here? Take it all and I'll drop the armor later. Oh, they've already gotten past us. We need some heals. How about you use a couple of those and you use one of those. Good. Let's okay. G'day, Rexa. No, my webcam broke, unfortunately. The thing is, I don't know anything about the mythic paths. I haven't done any research on them, so I've really got no idea. So I don't really have any plans at this point. That's a special suit of chainmail, that one. Oh no, that's chainmail as opposed to a chain shirt. And it's not really worth carrying. These guys are, but they weigh so much. And I don't really feel like 13 of them is all that useful to us, to be honest. So let's drop, yeah, half of them. Oh no, actually we dropped all of them. Yeah, let's do that. Leave. Lucky we left when we did. Okay. Hello. I don't know if it's a crash or not. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a crash. No. Is it gonna do anything, or is it stuck at 69%? Yeah, crash. Hopefully we didn't lose too much progress there. Problem is I don't think I saved at the end of it. Am I going to have to do that whole fight again? See, what gets me, that logo that you see right there, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that the resolution and the graphics in that is really bad. And I'm not going to actually start a new game, but it seems to me that a lot of the graphics on the screens as you go through the startup here are really terrible. So like if I pick a custom character and just, well, pick anything really, but let's just do this. Like, this all looks really terrible compared to what it did in the previous version. The resolution on it just looks so pixelated and garbagey. They've got so much work to do on this. It wasn't ready for release. I'm really disappointed in that part of it. But anyway, continue on. Let's see what happens. Is this doing the fight again, or is it through to the next area? It's doing the fight again. That's annoying. I'm going to have to get in the habit of saving a lot more often, which is a problem I have in a lot of games. And then I'll save like 3 times within a minute. Quick save, anyway. And I've got to reset that. Actually, let's get rid of the logo. Well, I don't know, then maybe there's something wrong with my graphics settings, but it doesn't... What are my options set to? I mean, I thought my graphics was... What the hell? Why has it dropped my resolution? I don't know why it dropped my resolution like that. Now the game is really chunking though. Yeah, that looks better now. Let me just triple check. That's good. Now, I should be able to leave my graphics on high. I do have a very good graphics card in this machine, so... I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's that damn wardstone sparkling over there that's causing a lot of grief, I'm sure. Okay, that's fine right now. Okay, that's all looking good. I've got to wait for this damn trader again.
Save the last one for me.
All right. Let's start
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
reducing some of the numbers. Damn, you can't charge. Let's get you in a defensive position then. There we go. How about you charge?
Won't survive me.
Beautiful. 2 more down.
No glory without risk!
Oh, you can charge somehow.
Endure this.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
What happened to the evoker we had over there last time? Oh, there he is in the background.
It should work. Is it flawed?
Make every strike count.
The light, take you! I'll cut you wide open!
Okay. That is the end of all the enemies over there. Looks like it. Wonderful. I need you. No, you're not going to be able to. Okay, next round. Actually, let's get you all the way up here so that you can be of some use.
Into the fray! The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Wonderful. Now, we'll quick save. And, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to grab quite as much stuff. Masterwork, not masterwork. Light crossbow is sort of worth it. Punching dagger is not. That's masterwork. It's actually going to give me the option to loot all this stuff when I leave anyway, so... Okay, masterwork. Composite longbow, that's worth it. Masterwork scimitar is worth it. Heavy crossbow. Yeah, I'll take the heavy crossbows. That was just a normal punch dagger, as was that. That is sort of worth it, but I'm not going to take it. That's worth it. That's worth it. No, there we go. And those, what's that? Masterwork longbow. Short sword, not worth it. Chain mail, which is medium armor, not worth it. Grab that, and leave. Yeah, I got the save. Thank you, Sock. Come on. Get past this. I don't know what the problem is here, but just... Just try change the compatibility maybe, see if that helps. Now it's not starting properly. I have played it at this level, and I only updated it yesterday or something to something higher. Let's try doing the non-GE version. See what it does. No. Oh, yep. Maybe. Just want to double check the settings. Graphics is all good. I'm hearing sound, so that's good. I wonder if I should turn off anti-aliasing, whether that could be part of the problem. Yay, we're getting through it this time.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minago. You again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
So, Staunton, do you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, no, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Okay. What do we got? Abracadabras, a couple of them. Some dretches. Various cultists and the wizard that has to die. Even though we missed. And it keeps resetting. My god, and it keeps losing this stuff. Cannot save during combat. Of course I can't. Do we want to charge into them or do we want to let them come to us? I feel like we want to charge into them. And in fact, I don't know how tough these guys are going to be. Oh, that is not using spell combat when I charge, and it is supposed to. This game is so inconsistent. I know it did it yesterday. Oh, you can't. No, you got stuck. Oh, God. That is a stupid mechanic. She got stuck behind Staunton. Said she could charge into combat, and then it said, nope, you got stuck behind Staunton. Haha. Ouch. Someone better come and heal me. Irabeth? No? Alright, okay. I gotta go in a minute.
You won't survive me.
Good. Wizard's dead. I'm on 1 hit point. I need big time heals. I really wanted to... Yes, I know about healing in combat. So frustrating. Okay, that did more than I expected it to be honest. Yes. And I missed. Damn it. You can charge in there and take on the dretch. Beautiful. Oh, it's your turn. Okay. How about smite evil on him
Into the fray.
and then do that. That was very nice. Well done. Oh, that's not good. I'm down.
Endure this!
Good.
I'll cut you wide open.
Tempting to try and move her back a little bit because she's not really as armored as some of the others. Okay, can you come over and lay hands on me, please? Thank you. That was a drop in the ocean. But I guess thank you. I don't suppose if I put a... Oh, you've got Wand of Cure Light Wounds as well. I don't suppose you can use that on me? No actions left. Okay. What am I doing? End your turn. And they immediately attack me again and I lose my health. Okay.
Make every strike count.
Get rid of you. Oh, a potion of enlarged person. I should be giving you some healing potions too, shouldn't I? Hang on, were there any scrolls that you could use there? Bless. Cause fear. Doom. Remove paralysis. Protection from law. I'm probably better off just leaving Drake down, unfortunately, for the rest of the...
The spirits demand your blood.
Because at the moment, every time I get Drake up, someone shoots him and knocks him back down.
The light take you. The world in crimson.
What have we got? That. Not a hell of a lot. Oh, that was a good use of the potion there. Got a nice chunk of health back. And not perfect, but it'll do. Quick save. Let's get up here.
The mongrel did it.
Indeed. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly your head is filled with voices screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening, voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes. A demon with a mocking smile...
You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerusian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
I'm just going to go with the attack option, I think.
Save the last one for me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, that didn't work too well. You don't have a Smite Evil left, so there's not much we can do there, but let's get you charging in. You miss. I bet she's got like an armor class like you wouldn't believe. 26, yeah. I'm not going to be able to charge in and attack her, but we've got a cleric back there that needs to die, and this stupid game is not doing things properly. You can't charge in it to anyone and help, so let's just get you up there to help with her. And then I'm hoping that these two big hitters, Staunton and Irabeth, get in here nice and quickly to help as well.
That's it. I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the ward stone? Here's a little demonstration.
She just blew that cleric away. Why? The demoness whispers a spell and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. I should have used my light thing. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams and sob. Pain rock through your skull. Good. Your evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
Iomade is with us!
Yes, yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearing wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. Well, that's not good.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Oh, that's a nice chunk of experience I got. Hopefully that's enough for my next level. I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeon.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomade's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
I think I've had some explanation of the Wardstone before, but let's do it anyway. Tell us about it.
The Ward Stones are a gift of Iomade.
That's right.
Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Ward Stones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss. First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
Oh, I was just about to do the Dr. Evil little pinky in the corner of my mouth thing and say, or he caused it, when I remembered that my camera's not on. So you'll just have to picture that. So the storyteller's in this adventure as well. Very interesting.
Prelate Holrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that they were able to get us out that quickly when all that was happening. So it's a little weird.
There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back. May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house, mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Okay. So, we now have a personal chest that we can chuck gubs into. That's interesting. Anything else? Not really. We didn't get our level. A little disappointed. So close to the next level, though. How are you doing? Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? So here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Do you want me to stay and guard the tavern? What? No, your task is far too important. Can't just hole up here all cozy like waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them, but if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Okay. So the rift the damn beetle left with his scythe. Yeah, well, it cut the city into two. It's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make sure, but if you've got a mind to go across, and I think you're going to have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. When do you think they'll attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taken care of, you'd better do it soon. Thanks for the warning. See you later. Okay, what else have we got? We've got a Crusader here. Okay, we've got Staunton. We need to talk to him. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Staunton Vane. And you've heard rumours about me. His face looks like it never known anything as carefree as a smile grimaces. Just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realised that talking to him did ease my burdens a little. I hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there all day and night. I have to go. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Okay, so that's him talked to. Camellia. Greetings. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice, but I assure you the amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. Nothing wrong with being noble. People are not born equal. Pedro's philosopher. I have to go. We'll talk later. I don't care about the other stuff that's in there. Horgus. Hey, he owed me 2,000 coin. Thank you. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay. What does it involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards are able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what happened there since... Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me until I complete my business. I've already asked the local paladins for help, but they have no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth after all. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins. I'll say deal. I don't know if I really want to do it. Marvellous, most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait there for you. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city at the back of my hand. Do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. Bald hair is equally part lumpy and pitted. Blood-filled eyes stare impassively. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate. A golden medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? The medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Cadian Kalium? I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Okay. Show me what you have. I don't think there's anything I really... Ooh, cure light wound potions. Well, I got a lot of them, but I think I'm going to start wanting... Yes, cure moderate wound potions. I just don't know if I can afford them. Small bag of holding I will definitely buy, though. Let's just do that for the moment. I want to see if there is actually like an arms merchant or something like that in here. So what else have we got? We got Crusaders, Canabras Crusaders, Eagle Watch Crusader. We just talked to Aniva before, didn't we? So we got Lan. Don't know who these two guys are. We'll talk to them in a sec. Sealer's up there. Hillroar, the commander, Irabeth. Let's just see if Lan's got anything interesting to say. Look, none of that's important. Let's talk to these guys. Who are they? What scrolls you're selling? Bracer of the Wizard. Interesting. Lots of interesting stuff in here, none of which I think I really want at this point in the playthrough. Man, he's got a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay. And what about you? No? Okay. People just sleeping anywhere and everywhere. Pink eye. An imposing young Oread is surrounded by a crowd of crusaders who are hanging on to her every word. I hope this example clearly illustrates the difference between Jiska legionaries from the last war and the crusaders. The perfection of form and spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine, not a ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now, tell me again, why am I supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults where everyone is fighting for their ego and for the right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice? Some of the crusaders grumble unhappily, but it's clear that they are captivated by the woman's words. The only exception is a scraggly, disabled halfling monk whose puffy black eyes give him away as a brawler and a troublemaker. He enthusiastically pushes forward and tries to engage, but one of the friends swiftly jabs him in the back with an elbow, making the poor fellow pause to catch his breath. Listen quietly to the discussion. If those gists of yours or whatever had come for us, we'd have had their guts for garters. You think you never fought a mighty adversary before? I would love to see you storm a 60-foot tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back, and I'll have you know these fortifications were defended by Jiskan priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They use the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? What is this last war that you mentioned? The last war of Jiska, of course, a large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. It was a war against Assyrian pharaoh of forgotten plagues, that war that ended the legendary Jiska Imperium, an epic struggle that became the most vibrant page in military history. Alas, all conflicts that followed it were but a pale shadow, including the one I'm witnessing here. Why do you find it so inspiring? Imagine legions of golems imbued with extraplanar spirits marching into battle. Imagine flying cities that swoop out of the clouds like terrifying monstrous birds of prey to drop forces on top of enemy castles. Picture gigantic mechanisms powered by captive and very angry demons and devils. Imagine standing in the warpath of walking citadels or having to cover your ears to block out the sounds of cannons loaded with shrieking elementals. Finally, imagine the ultimate weapon that defeated Jiska, the deadly night plague. This affliction was an attack dog, a trained epidemic, a tamed pestilence, striking only those who its masters wanted to kill. Imagine all those terrors and understand that no flight of fancy can ever come close to the horror of the nightmares that they made real. How do you know so much about the last war? I can say without false modesty that there is no more authoritative researcher on Glarum when it comes to the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. I've dedicated my whole life to this subject. I personally visited old battlefields and studied the most mysterious and forbidden archives containing chronicles of ancient wars, sometimes risking my life in the process. I saw a fallen sky city of the Shori Empire with my own eyes. I ripped out the control crystal from an Exterminator-class combat golem that guarded a Jiska laboratory with my own hands. These fingers held the glass flask that the servants of Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues used to create the first generation of pestilence that devastated the Jiska Imperium. How do I know so much? I saw and touched everything I'm telling you about. And who are you? I am Indara, a warrior, magus, and scholar of classical warfare from Garund. I admit I am mildly offended by the fact that my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I am willing to accept that this is due to Avistan's isolation from the sophisticated cultures of the world at large. Came a long way to be here. I like to think of myself as an inhabitant of Golarion, and I don't narrowly identify with any country in particular. Why did you come here? To witness a legendary war, the confrontation between denizens of a plain famous for its love of violence and the crusaders from every continent united by the common goal of defending their home. An epic struggle of colossal proportions that hasn't been particularly epic so far, truth be told. Maybe she just can't see it from here. The view will get way more epic if she stops hiding among us and takes a walk outside. I disagree. They're doing a commendable job. Oh yes, and the situation we have found ourselves in can attest to that. But then again, demons are no better. Their preferred strategy also involves brute strength, mindless assault, and unfounded confidence in their superiority. Why don't you join the Crusades? No, I'm a historian, analyst, a theorist. Do you know what those 3 words have in common? They describe a mortal woman who does not participate in the conflict upon which her thesis will be founded. But then again, I will hardly be able to describe this mess as anything other than a feeble likeness of the last war of Jiska. Most dangerous the upcoming scuffle is, the more motivated we are to find clever and pretty words to justify not actually doing the fighting. Sure, you're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. A debate. I will be happy to prove the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war. Very well. The last war was waged using a significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on enforcements from allied planes, and their strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. Compared to the Jiska, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. I would like to conclude my thesis with a few words of wise counsel from Dagon, an advisor to the Pharaoh of the Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of this statement, but here it is nonetheless. A gadfly sees the ox pays no heed to the gadfly, but crimson fever takes them both. In the past are shrouded in legend, but the fate of the world is being decided here and now. That is what you fail to grasp. I've got a good chance. Ooh, definitely that. Of course, I am not trying to diminish the importance of current events. What I'm trying to say is that from the standpoint of history, and particularly the history of warfare, the true importance of these developments won't be obvious until later. As a scholar, I cannot deny that there is a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline rooted in fact and an evidentiary basis that grows ever more meagre the further the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith the way Crusaders embellished their tales of slaying a single Brimarak by adding a dozen Balors, for example, I could win this debate, but I am above such things, and therefore I am forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Have you changed your mind about joining the Crusaders? I don't see the point. The Crusaders appear to be quite confident in your skills. If nothing else, you've presented your argument to me with extreme confidence. Unbuckles her sword and hands you the weapon. This is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. I got the Claw of Jista. Okay. And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. It's about time I get back to my research. Stay safe. And she dimension doors out. The Claw of Jista. Flaming Finesse. It's a +1 flaming short sword. Excuse me. No, thank you. Sounds nice, but I'm not going to use it. I shall keep it very, very briefly. So there's not really anybody that I have found in here yet, unless there is someone in here. Who is this person? He's a priest of Erastil. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off the battlefield. I am Jern, servant of Erastil. Pleased to meet you. What are you doing? Only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. Sorry to say the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people say have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. Are you from around here? No, passing through Canabras, I was sailing down the old man of ours, the great Selin River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festivals, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I'd bargained for. Chili Creek, where is that? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps. People do live there. What they don't have is a priest, but they have not one. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to deal their dead a dignified burial, and the world wound is a stone throws away. So I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. If by the good grace of gods we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. You'll find the village on the bank of the river. Yeah, I have to go. I don't have need of anything else. Ooh. A fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He's pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage, just other bandages on the body under the clothes. But even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. I am Fawn Autumn Haze at your service. Do you need help? Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wound and the poison delivered through them. Who are you? I've come from Kyanin because I am a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that if you don't mind. We are strangers and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. I am Drake. Who is your quarry here in Mendev? I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarite by the name of Kaylessa. It pains me to admit that the heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. The demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flame. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark master. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope they turn out better. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. I wish to aid you in your hunt. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I am used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. Do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kaylessa, take caution. She's turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. What does she look like? I failed. Her skin is dark, her hair is preternaturally white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which to my dismay I've come to know from experience, but bright light causes her kind pain. I used an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as though I had stabbed her. I have to go. Good fortune to you. What's down in the basement? Guards, guards, guards. Loot, loot, loot. Oh. Surrender thy soul, Delvin. got you again. How many times is that today? So there's a tiefling there doing something funny.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Dreamboat, come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem. I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff. If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Yeah, we'll talk. Oh, your shadow, what was that? Yeah, we'll talk later. I was only curious to see if there was someone... Oh, that goes outside. I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. So, it looks like the only person I can really sell stuff to... or people I can sell stuff to are... the tavern keeper... and... that's going outside there. Tavern keeper and this guy are the only ones that I can really sell stuff to by the looks of it. Or at least they're the named NPCs. You got anything new to say? No. Let's sell all of the stuff we don't need to you. Who's the boy with you? Kaido the shepherd, my apprentice. He's a smart boy and his face is strong. He serves a rastal though, but there's still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little older. Vasily Rathamus, rector of the local temple of Abadar. The temple is gone though, and if we snooze here much longer, the city will be lost as well. Okay. What help can I expect from you? Sell scrolls. You can read one. Yeah, okay. Can I sell all of this to you? I might keep that. Let's get rid of these. And those. And those. And those. And those. I don't think I'm going to keep any of it. Many. I might say all of them, but I don't want those. That is mage armor. Guess I could keep that for me, and that. Don't want those. Don't want those. I might keep those, and that, and that. Don't want that. Unbreakable heart. It's a morale bonus. Right. Let's come over here. Who are you? Tall athletic man, greeting, I'm Hill, venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. Hey, Pathfinders! I'm the superior officer among Pathfinders in the region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Beside me, there's almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I'm only stuck here because an old feud with a demon worshipper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I had to work alone without the support of Society, but I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good fighters for an honest cause, tell me. I would really love to build my own party, but I don't know what other companions I'm getting. Look, Land's not too bad. I just wish he would do more damage with that bow, which is why I would love... So my normal loadout here would be me and two kinetic knights in the front row, and then two Eldritch archers in the back row, and then someone for support. Now, that someone for support, I don't know. There's a temptation to have Sealer in my party. And that, that might just be a good thing or not, I don't know. So that's retraining. I don't want to do that. Although, I could retrain Land, for example, to be one of the Eldritch Archers, I suppose. Yeah, I'm still only 2,000 gold to get a companion. And considering I have... I have 11,000 gold at the moment. I could build out my entire party right now and not have a problem. Let's talk to Sealer. During that march through the dungeon, we never got a chance to exchange proper greeting. It's high time I shake your hand. Don't you know no one shakes hands anymore? Because of this virus thing? Irabeth said your friend Jana Aldoria is missing. Do you know where we should look for her? Irabeth is worried about her fighters. I understand that. I wanted to look for Jana myself, so I didn't distract you, but since you're in this too, I could use some help. Jana and I met in Canabras a few days ago and just hit it off. We went drinking together. We went to that unforgettable celebration together too, but we got separated in the crowd. So we should start looking from the main square. That's where I last saw her. She's a good fighter, even if she's green. She couldn't have become an Eldori otherwise. I hope that means she's all right. I mean, if we could get her in our party, then myself, Sealer, and Jenna would be a good front line. And Sealer's got a little bit of healing in it, but not as much as I would really like. Maybe for this playthrough I'm not going to hire anybody else. Let's see if we can retrain Land to be an Eldritch Archer, maybe. Maybe. Let's just say I want to know more about you. Where you're from. I'm a little bit from Geb, a little bit from Catapish, but mostly from the Knights of Armaday. Accepted and began my training at 14. You've come to Netherdead by a long road, haven't you? Very long one. Travelers expected to have amusing stories. Unfortunately, I have only 3 tales of any interest. I'd like to save them for the next feast. Otherwise, I won't have anything to show for myself when it's time to start bragging. Especially, I'll win the night with my cautionary tale of a battle with chupacabras. What a feast it will be. What made you become Paladin of Amiday? Serious question and a good one. You should ask it of your companions, but it's a long story. 12 years ago I was nothing like the person I am now. Roamed the streets of Sulku with other homeless orphans, stole, fought, hired sword for a bit. Back then, Sulku was a city of orphans, widows and widowers. Gnolls decimated the city regularly. My parents were among their victims. People there heard about new deaths before they finished mourning their previous losses. One day a group of knights from Amiday brought a glitter of hope to the city, but while others saw them as saviours and protectors, I was busy pricing up their horde's horses in their gleaming mithril armour, wondering just how much one of their pretty swords would fetch. Thief lives one day at a time, that's what they say. I was the type that never thought past the next job. Anyhow, I was able to sneak into the knight's camp and steal one of their mithril helms, and I was right there when a gnoll attacked the helm's owner. Akamai was her name, and dealt a blow to her unprotected head. A gnoll like all those others she'd fiercely driven from the gates of Sulku. That one blow was fatal, but who really was to blame for her death, the gnoll attacker or the young thief named Sealer? Even a seemingly small misdeed can have terrible consequences. Yeah, you're right 1,000 times over. I hate to say it, but I just didn't see it back then. And if I had never gotten that lesson, my eyes would probably never have been opened. Who knows what would have happened to me if it wasn't for Akamai and her bravery and her death. Maybe the world would know Sealer as a bandit, not as a knight and protector of those in need. There's a saying I like to remember: people rarely find redemption on their own. Someone must show them the way. But you were asking what brought me to the ranks of Adea's warriors. We all choose the Paladin's path for our own reasons. Some are guided by noble spirits, some by desire to fight injustice. I became who I am through penance and a debt unpaid. The day Akemi died, protecting my city, I wanted to kill myself for the terrible guilt I felt. Then I realised it wouldn't make the world any better, and I decided that instead I'd try to take her place. I'd become who she had been and protect the innocents, and she would no longer be able to protect. What are the principles that the Paladins of Amiday follow? I'll tell you, I like to recite our code. It feels like I've said it 1,000 times, but it never gets old. There is strength in these words. I will learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions. I am the first into battle and the last to leave it. I will not be taken prisoner by my free will. I will not surrender those under my command. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honour sacrifice freely given. I will guard the honour of my fellows, both thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. When in doubt, I may force my enemies to surrender, but I am responsible for their lives. I will never refuse a challenge from an equal. I will give honour to worthy enemies and contempt to the rest. I will suffer death before dishonour. I will be temperate in my actions and moderate in my behaviour. I will strive to emulate Iomiday's perfection. What do you think of what's going on in... no. Look. Yeah, that'll do for now. Let's talk to Irabeth. Oh, no, she's just wanting status of what we're up to. That's fine. There's a loot box there. Hang on. I haven't saved in quite a while, so let's do that. Yeah, full save. Right. For the first 3 times, he'll train your fighters free of charge. So if I retrain you... Can I change to an Eldritch Archer. Ah, I can't change any of his stats. In that case, I'm not going to retrain him. So let's just have a look then. He's actually got really high strength and dex. And he has braces of armor +1. That's right, we put those on him before. And the amulet of natural armor. Let's give you a couple more of those. And that, I thought that would have been put on as clothes somewhere, but I guess not. The Spirit Hunter. Okay, so we've got quests to do. That is for sure. Who had the potions I could buy? I want to buy... No, you didn't have potions at all. No, that's ingredients. I don't want ingredients. Do you have... No, you don't have potions. You've got diamond dust. You've got that stuff, and you've got this stuff that I sold you. Okay, so I think it was... this guy that had potions, didn't he? Gloves of the Neophyte. Interesting. No, you... Oh, yes, here we go. Potions. How many... Cure moderate wounds potions can I buy? I can buy all 22. It's maybe a bad idea, but let's do that. And then we're going to head out. Oh, it's just... me by myself. That's interesting. Okay. Right. Where are we? We have area exit, area exit. Okay. Is there anybody... Oh. A grizzled dwarf turns a blade in his calloused hands, carefully expecting its edge. When he sees you approaching, he sets the blade aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Do you know everyone in Canabras by sight? Well, not everyone, but I make it my business to know the people who might need my services. A blacksmith's work isn't just at the anvil, you know. Do you recognize this sword? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. You see that brand? See? Oh, Yenniel, things have been tough without you, but at least we've still got your sword. That's something. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can Persevere. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things, but sometimes like an echo of the deeds done with the weapon, or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of that sword, Yaniel. May no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember when you need to turn tail and run when they see the radiance. The scabbard's all worn. We can't be having a fine sword of that carried around in this tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again. I'll have it ready, no charge. Why do you have your forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. A true master of any craft will always find the tools they need. I miss my old forge, of course, but it's just a pile of charred stone and metal. But I've still got my hands, and that means I can work. Show me your wares. You have... Ooh, okay. Attrition dagger. Once a round, when this +1 dagger lands a hit on an enemy, it deals 1 constitution ability damage. This power can't lower the target's constitution ability score below 5. Interesting. A heavy crossbow, detainer. Knocked back 15 feet. Right. Merry-go-round, heavy flail. Pain channeler, the foul cutter. It grants its wearer a +2 bonus on attack rolls for all touch attacks. That's weird. That's just bizarre. Why would you need that? Roaring hand axe. Man, he's got nothing but enchanted weapons. Oh, now he's got the normal stuff. I'm already using a Masterwork Cold Iron dueling sword, so I don't need anything else. You got a composite longbow, you've got a Cold Iron rapier, and you've got radiance. Just all the masterworks. 2-bladed swords, dwarven ergoshes, cold iron, devastating blow from above. It's a long spear. Oh, and it gives damage while mounted. Right. Cold iron masterwork bastard sword. What I got in the way of armors? Chain shirts, chain mails, breastplates. I think everyone's pretty well got the best armor, short of +4 bonus to armor class against sneak attacks. Okay. Living Ram. Whenever the wearer of this breastplate uses the charge maneuver and hits an enemy, they deal an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage, and the enemy has to pass a reflex save or become prone. What have you got on this way of armor? You've got banded mail. You've got the Crypt Raider armor. If I could afford that Living Ram, I would give it to Camellia. Not that I really want her in my party, because I'm pretty sure she's evil. What else have you got? A rugged helmet. Helmet grants the wearer a damage reduction 3 against melee, but the wearer suffers a -3 penalty to perception skill checks, and it costs 6,000. It's very expensive for a what's the name? For a helmet. That's to the basement. I thought there was the way out was over here. Where's the way out? Oh, over here. Oh, I think I can go out that way. I've just got to get close to the doors, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we won't hire any companions for the time being. We'll see how we go. If we have to, we'll come back and hire some. Defender's Heart. So we've got the Blackwing Library here. But we've got a very long way to go to get there. We've got the Market Square here. The Grey Garrison's there. The Tower of Esterod here. And Gwern's Mansion there. So we really have to go to the Market Square first. And when we do that, we have to find a way across that chasm. Oh, there's multiple chasms across the city. Okay. Anywhere else in the city it wants us to go? Oh, their residence. So it feels like it's Market Square, and then we've got like 3 options. Probably Gwern's Mansion first, and then the Tower Residence. The carcass of a strong steed with a broken leg is covered in mangled armor. The saddlebag is intact. You can procure some reagents for creating consumable items from here. Sure, let's have a look. Okay, try to collect the reagents. Failed to sneak past the enemies. Prepare for a fight.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh, we're getting attacked from behind by a couple of spiders. Is that it? That is it. Okay.
Go for their hearts!
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Once again, I've got to turn that on.
I'll cut you wide open!
Endure this!
Oh, level up time. Okay, let's have a look-see. What do we need? We've got 3 points here. Definitely just going to continue on with these. What are we getting there? Magus Arcana, that's right. We don't have weapon focus yet in our dueling sword, so I think that's a good idea. And then I want... I normally take Arcane Accuracy, but let's take Wand Wielder. And let's see if we can get some good wands coming up in the future. One more spell. I'm not even using Mage Armor, even though I've got it there. Magic Weapon is no use to me because I've already got the spell. Well, I've got the ability to enchant and do exactly the same thing as that spell. 4 times a day, so... or maybe even 5 now. Let's take Burning Hands. There are times when I want to use that when I'm up close. The other thing I was thinking of was taking something like Snowball so I could do damage from a distance. Because I've got to remember that's something that I should be doing every now and then. Is, you know, if I'm a fair distance away, is using some sort of ranged attack. Okay. We're just going to let you do whatever. And you... I normally don't let it do the automated stuff, but we'll see what happens. You don't have any spells yet. You haven't... Huh? What happened to all of your... Oh, that's second level spells. Okay. Second level. We definitely want Spirit Magic slot. What can go in there? I don't know. I'm thinking it's only Bull's Strength. Yeah. We definitely want a Hold Person and a Cure Moderate Wounds.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
What is that you got? Key power, extra attack. By expending one of his key points as a swift action, a monk can make one additional unarmed strike at his highest attack bonus when making a flurry of blows. This bonus stacks with all bonus guarantee. Well, he doesn't have flurry of blows because he's not a normal monk. He has perfect strike, which I've never actually used.
Make every strike count.
Spirits demand your blood. Your pain is my pleasure.
Okay.
Into the fray.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, it's pretty straightforward. We don't want the rest of that junk. It's just going to weigh us down. Okay. What was that knowledge arcana? Enormous cracks appear after a magically induced earthquake struck the land. We know. We were there. We saw it.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Got a couple of dretches. Why does this keep forgetting the spell that I select as my default? That is just really annoying. And then he can't cast the spell. Yeah.
Won't survive me.
Dead.
No glory without risk.
You are today's sacrifice.
Endure this.
So far, Lan is doing consistent damage. Like, he's really hitting hard with that composite bow. No doors or anything else we can get into there. What's over this way? Anything? A dog that hasn't been eaten by Dretch yet, hopefully. Okay, we can't go that way any further. What? Marauder Illusionist. Over this way. Let's see if we can line up on the top of the stairs. No, we couldn't. What are you? Just a marauder. Dumpty dumpty dump dum dum. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to kill her, but any damage is good damage in the start of the round. Rookie Marauders. Oh, hang on. Why did she just cast that? She just cast colour spray on her own people. Weird. Well,
Every strike count.
we'll just put her out of our misery and then we don't have to worry about it.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Go for their heart.
Or was she attacking someone else? No, she attacked her own people. I don't get it. Beautiful.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray.
You do have a crossbow on you, don't you? But by the time we change weapon, you won't be able to attack. Oh, actually, no, you will.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, didn't kill him, but this might. There we go. Let's get you back to that. Actually, are you better off with a bow? You probably are. I mean, you are using weapon. Oh, I'm assuming you're using weapon finesse. Yes, she's using weapon finesse, so that is good. What do we got on the bodies? A standard short sword, scale mail, hide armor, a great sword. Sort of worth it, but that's about it.
The spirits guide.
No, we were all supposed to come down there. And then what have these guys got? That's sort of worth taking as well. That short sword isn't. Take the coins, leave the rest. I was sort of trying not to loot every container I saw, but I sort of can't help myself. Okay, that's some good guys there.
The heartbeat quickens.
You won't survive me.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay. Beautiful. Nice hit. Yep, I feel like that was worth it. Although having a wand of burning hands would be even better. So I could do it a little more often. Yeah, let's get rid of the archer. And one of the rookies. Very nice.
You are today's sacrifice.
Well, that was a tragic miss. Yeah, she doesn't have precise shots, so she's not doing too well at shooting into combat, into melee.
Take you.
Beautiful, critical hit. He's almost dead. Oh, he's an orc. Yeah, he'll be dead next round.
Make every strike count.
Okay.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
No, that was supposed to just be selecting the weapon, thank you. We need you to drink a couple of potions, maybe 3. There we go. What do we got?
Together we stand.
No. Oh, yep, composite longbow, definitely. Yeah, alright. No. No, and yes. Ooh, lots of pretties, but I don't think I want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. Don't want it. Canabras Crusader. You can't charge in. So let's just get you up into a position where you can A, see what's going on, and B, maybe help. Ooh, Neophyte Barbarian, Sharpshooter, and a Cleric. That Cleric is something we want to do something about very, very quickly. Damn it, you can't do any of those. Okay, get up there. Get to there. Yeah, I had a feeling these Canabras Crusaders were probably going to die in this battle, but anyway. I would like to save at least one of them if I can. Don't know how feasible that is going to be. Let's get to there so that you can still get a shot off. And then...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
5 damage, better than nothing. Okay.
Go for their heart.
Very good. Ouch. But she's got some health. She can take it.
The inheritor, guide my
And she
blade.
misses her shot. Okay, now she's in trouble.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, good. Exactly what I was hoping it would do.
Cut you wide open.
Damn it, you missed. Oh no, yeah, that's the end of your turn. Good, that missed.
Into the fray.
Very nice. Good. Touch of fatigue will be useful on him. Can you get that cleric out of our problem? And then we got rid of the barbarian. That's even better. Yep.
Spirits demand your blood.
Get in his face.
The light, take you.
Wonderful. Oh, they both survived. Very good. Clubs, not worth it. That is worth it. That armor is worth it. We'll take that. Javelins, no. The light mace, no. We'll take the scrolls, though. What was in that loot? Take the coin. Did we see more people over this way that were good guys? Ooh, Kalesa. The elf hunched up next to you is clutching a small but deep puncture wound. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is blacker than a Garundi, her teeth are fanged, her hair is as grey as a crone's, her crimson eyes glare at you with a mask of malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? I know who you are, Kalesa, a cultist of Descari. That's a lie. I loathe demons and I kill any I come across. Take a closer look at the elf. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, her claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. You're not lying, but you're not telling the whole truth. What was I supposed to pour my heart out? You have your war, soldier, I have mine. You're fighting chaos and madness, I'm fighting lies and hypocrisy. But we're both willing to die for our cause. Why would fawns slander you? You're asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. The more you know about me, the higher the chance that a traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. I believe you fawners at Defender's Heart, you should keep clear of the place. It was never my intention to foot in there. Farewell, soldier, and thank you for believing me. Okay, we need you. Let's just use one of those. There we go. And then maybe one of those. No, I don't want to leave the area. Perception check failed. What? What? Can I go back and do it again?
Can't hide from me.
Here we go. I'll take loot that's like that. Okay, we haven't searched over this way. Where haven't we searched? Here. What was that? Cart is laden with possessions looted from the surrounding houses. Yeah, that's why I didn't search through it and loot it, because it didn't seem like a good idea to me. What's over here? Someone by the name of Ember with 3 Crusaders.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
Group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She's dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It's as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head. Interesting. Well, we didn't actually do those perception checks multiple times, Sock. And I realised the chat isn't showing up properly. I need to fix that. Somehow. I think I've got to re-add the chat feature here. Not sure how I added that previously. Oh, it would have been that or something else. Deprecated shader source mirror. Do that later. Yeah, we didn't actually do the check multiple times. If you see, it was me and what's her name?
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl.
So the third time when we went back, it was Lan who did it.
But for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons, if we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
They're insane. We've got to do something.
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
What's going on here?
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Okay. Well, we've got a best chance to do this. This would be the option that I would normally pick, but we've actually got the better chance to convince them with the diplomacy.
Whose idea was this? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight! All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's... maybe the two together.
Well, I could do lawful, but is one of them really a... Oh no, let's do it. We are lawful.
Whose idea was it? Not mine, that's for sure.
Well, it wasn't mine. That means...
Wait, it's not...
Good people ordering good people to kill other good people. None of them were cultists, you know. They just got scared and thought up some silly ideas. You came to help me. You saved one life. You took another. Was it worth it?
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. Sorry I had to do that.
Had to? Did someone force you? But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl, and that crow you have, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Who are you?
Call me Ember. I live here on the streets for many years now, but there's nothing to say about me.
Okay, magic tricks, blah blah blah, come with
I
me.
must have misheard. This girl? Join.
Sure. Let's...
What are you? You are a level 3 stigmatized witch. Neutral good. Okay, this may not be quite what I wanted, but she does... I think that means she's got an animal companion? A raven familiar, yes. Well, it's not quite an animal companion, but it is a familiar. We will take those. And that is all we will take. I'm not going to go into that house. There's no need to go into a house. I don't feel... hang on. You need to be lined up with everybody else. Where are you? You're trying to go into the exact same spot he is. That's not going to work. How about that? There we go. So, that's where we came in. Well, no, actually, that might be where we came in, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want any more tutorials. Thank you. We can't go anywhere over that way. This was where the dog was, wasn't it? Well, the dog's not there now, but that's fine. We can't go any further that way. Okay. I think we have to come back over here. Oh, we could go that way. There you go. I didn't think we could. What's over this way? Oh, another dretch.
Step on their toes as well. Make every strike count.
Ooh, critical hit. Very, very nice. What have you got? Point blank shot. Vulnerability curse. Vulnerable to energy. A hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to... Okay. Slumber. Causes a creature within 30 feet to fall into a deep magical sleep. Okay, so it's a sleep spell. Let's put that back there. She's got armor for herself. She's got burning hands, cure light wounds, ear-piercing scream, and that stuff. Okay, for the moment, let's move you as far forward as we can and let you take a shot at the Dretch. Beautiful. Critical hit. Only did 2 damage. Get up there in that Dretch's face. G'day, Figgin. Yeah, I wish you could do that with Camilla as well and see what she's all on about. But anyway, how have I been? I've been good, thanks, Figgin. And how is this compared to the first? Buggy as all hell. Should not have been released yet. Good. So far, I'm enjoying it. Character models up close look like crap. These things, the heads look too small, the legs look too large. And there's this weird clothing that everyone seems to be forced to wear. This thing around my waist that no matter what armor I wear is always there. She can't wear armor. Wow, okay. Her armor class is pitiful. I'm going to get her out of my party as soon as I can. Yeah, but besides that, it's all right. I don't know. It's not ready for release, in my opinion. But, you know, it's not like I'm in charge of that. Let's get rid of that Dretch first. Very good. We might as well take him. Oh, that's why I didn't. Dretch, please. Very good. Ooh, very nice.
Too late for apologies.
Get in there, Sealer. Yeah, I decided not to free the tiefling. If he's in jail, there's probably a good reason why. So I didn't look into that too much just yet. I might do it later. We'll see. That and that. What did I just want to do? Oh. Turning that back on. For some reason, this stupid game keeps forgetting that I've selected a spell to be my default attack. I've got to turn it back on. I didn't have to yesterday when I was playing, but today... Yep, got to turn it back on. I think we've done everything in this area. I suppose we have to leave by one of these exits. So yeah, Camellia, it was Camellia and myself that found failed the perception check for that thing back here before, and then when we came back, Land did it and successfully got through. No, we don't want any of that, or 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 that. Leave. Very good. What were we doing? What did we have to do at the... Oh, we had to scout out the Tower of Estrod. So I've got no way to get there yet without... So maybe I have to go to the Grey Garrison. No, anyway, I guess I've got to scout out the tower first, because I can't go anywhere else. Unless there was 2 exits there.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I missed 2/3 of the area. Okay, I'll go back to it then.
Endure this!
Into the fray!
What does it say? We met someone on the road. I'll take that. I don't want the rest. Who are you?
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Let's remain silent and see what's going on.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
I mean, I could do that. Although it's not telling me... Oh, it's already passed.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
Let's stay silent.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an Aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it! She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
What do we got? Sharpshooter, archer, cultist. It is getting so frustrating that I have to continually set up that spell. Missed me.
The light take you!
Make every strike count.
Surrender, or else!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Go for their hearts!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The absence of an answer is an answer too.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomedae prefer?
Red and white?
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Knobris today. Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Aradin died not long before the world wound opened and the First Crusade began. No.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622. Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the Architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Acquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
Architect of the World Wound.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Tell me what you're getting at with all these questions.
It's so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
We should join forces.
Become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
We join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really... Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
What are you? A scroll savant. So a wizard. Are they a subclass of wizard or... Yes. So subclass of wizard that specializes in casting spells from scrolls. What spells do you have access to at the moment? So she's an illusionist, mirror image, and create pit are the only two. No, they're second level spells. First level spells, color spray, of course, mage armor, magic missile, snowball. Let's get another magic missile in there. And of course, all of those. Let's just make sure, get you... Actually, let's close up ranks a little bit. What do we got here? That and that. The breastplate is worth it. The what's the name is worth it. What is that? Masterwork falchion, that's worth it. There we go. Nah. Nah. Okay. I'm almost tempted to go back to Defender's Heart, actually. Rest up, sell up. But we'll come back in here. So, what could we have missed? It didn't look like there was more areas that we could explore here. Well, it does sort of, but how do we get... Yeah, look, I know about that cantrip Ray of Frost, but here's the problem. Every time I set it up automatically, you don't let me use it. You don't keep it. You keep screwing around. So, is there some sort of path through all of this stuff to get over to the other side? Oh, athletics, right there.
Well, this didn't go well.
3 hours and we didn't get past it.
Forget it. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Alrighty then. Okay. We're all fatigued, so you can't charge forward, which suggests to me that I probably should have gone back to the what's the name? Yeah, okay. Get in there.
You won't survive me.
Too late for apologies.
Oh, I didn't get healed up either. Good, he's fatigued.
No glory without risk.
Good, he's almost dead. Right, so we do want to try and use that continuously. Let's see what happens if it remembers it between combats, or if I've got to turn it on every bloody time. Whose turn? Your turn.
The spirits demand your blood.
Camellia.
Endure this.
I'll hit you.
No, you won't. Oh, did I just skipped her turn. Damn it. Thankfully.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Didn't get injured.
You are today's sacrifice.
Right. Nothing to search there. There's more... Okay, that's the rubble we came from, so we don't want to go... Well, I almost do want to go back that way, actually. What is that?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, another battle. Oh, just... it's a fiendish giant fly and a fiendish giant centipede. Okay. Oh, multiple fiendish giant flies.
The light, take you.
Make every strike count.
Just like that.
You won't stop us.
Does she have cantrips? She does. Divine Zap. Wonder how close... No, that's not close range. That's cool. We'll use that instead of the bow, I think. Even though it doesn't do much damage. She's more likely to hit with it, I think. Okay, it's remembered inside... between these two combats that she's using that. So maybe it's just... Oh, mine's remembered as well. You can't charge because of fatigue. Right. Let's... No, you can't do that either. Okay, let's just charge on in.
Go for their hearts!
Into the fray!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I must rest to fight another day.
Let's go and see if we can get back across this. Where was it? Here.
The mongrel did it.
Okay, let's head back over here. We're going to head back to the what's her name? The tavern. Rest up, etc. Yeah, might as well take all of that stuff now because we're going to go and sell up anyway. Nope, it doesn't remember her spells between encounters either.
Mind over muscle.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open! Ha!
Well, I didn't really like a lot of the companions in Kingmaker either, to be honest. A lot of the time, most of the time when I played it, where's the dwarf? Most of the time when I played it, I would hire mercenaries, and I'm definitely considering doing that again, actually, to be honest. Land's okay. Sealer or whatever her name is okay. But these other ones that we've just found, so she's a nut job. She's useless. She's an okay companion, but she's useless. And I don't trust her. So I'm thinking about keeping these 3 and hiring some companions, some mercenaries for the rest. Don't need that. Don't need those. This, that. Tempted to get rid of the diamond dust, but feels like I should keep it. I don't need that. Where... Come over here to get back in there, don't we? Is it up there or is it in... It's just in there. There we go. Is there somewhere to sleep here? Oh, of course there is. There's the bed there. Ooh, even while we're in the tavern, we have to...
To the far south of Garand, at the very limits of the civilized world, lies the Mwangi Expanse. This land is inhabited by dinosaurs, huge lizards whose every step makes the earth tremble.
I like that one. Tell me another fairy tale, please, please, please.
Okay, I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you for joining me. I have to fix a couple of things here. I've got to fix up the chat window not displaying properly, and I've also then got to... I need to get another camera, because my camera is broken. But I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode. I'm happy with how it is going. It's annoying that there's bugs, but there's not a lot I can do about it. So, yeah. If they annoy me too much, I may get to the point where I stop playing, but for now, I'm going to push on and see how we can go. Thank you all for joining me, and I will catch you all for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye now.